How's it going? Getting ready to make up some tomato powder. We had a pretty good harvest from the KY1 paste tomatoes I think this season. We had problems with fruit fly here, so I was growing these guys in the little insect proofed house. I think we got over 2 kilos, which is around about 8 pounds I think, and they've been dehydrating happily now for probably about, I think they've gone in for just over 18 to 20 hours, somewhere around that range in the little dehydrator we've got. So I've pulled them all out and they're all nice and crispy, and I'm going to make up some of this tomato powder. I think it's a great way to save some space in the pantry. Dehydrating, from what I've read, is actually better for you than canning things. It holds a lot more of the nutritional value, but I know everyone has their different recipes and whatever. I'm just doing it this way because it's going to save me space in my pantry. I mean, I've probably got space in there if I clean it out, but at the moment it's pretty chocolate. So enough about the pantry. Looks like we've got about 100 grams of dried fruit out of the dehydrator. Anyway, I'll get stuck into this and we'll chop them up and see how we go. So now it's just as easy as grabbing some of these tomatoes. Might try and break them up just a little bit. Popping them in my little bullet blender and giving them a whirl. I'm going to do a few in here, and I'll do a few in the larger Thermomix food processor as well. So that'll do for now. So I'll just pour this out onto the plate. Have some nice tomato powder. So there's a few chunks in there, but that's not too much to worry about. I can just pull them out and put them in with the next batch, but I'm pretty happy with the texture that's come out. Looks pretty good to me. Anyway, I'll pop this aside, and I'm going to try some of the Thermomix as well, just to see, give a bit of a comparison to see how fine we can mill it down in a larger processor. Now this Thermomix is a bit of a beast, so what I'm going to do is just basically throw the rest of the tomatoes in and we'll let it rip. So just throw them all in like that. Bit hard to do backwards. Just need the lid for him. Hold on to your ears. Well, that was actually 6 seconds. I don't know if you can see the timer down there. That was 6 seconds. Oh, it's gone off. Hey, it's getting there. Give it another burst. Dusty in there too. So I think that's around about 15 seconds all up. I'll put this into the bowl. And as you can see, did a far greater job than the little bullet blender. Just chewed all the way through that. That looks awesome. That tastes awesome too. So there we go, that's what over 2 kilos of tomato looks like when it's turned into tomato powder. I mean, that's going to save us a load of space in the pantry. If I was to can these guys in these jars, it would take up so much room in the pantry. We just don't have the space. If I was to freeze it, the same thing. 2 kilos or around about 8 pounds of tomatoes does take up a lot of space once it's in jars. So definitely the way to go, I think. I'll be using this stuff to reconstituting this to make tomato paste, tomato sauce, adding it to stews and curries and the like. And because it's dehydrated, it's also going to act as a thickening agent if I add it in raw. So all I'm going to do is add about a teaspoon of the powder straight into this little ramekin, and just add some boiling water into it and give it a bit of a stir and see if we can make up some tomato paste. Just to show you there, that is turned into a nice paste almost instantly. I've seen clips online where people take this mixture after they've added hot water, put it in the microwave, zap it for a little while, heat it up more, and it becomes thicker and pastier again. So definitely, you know, look at that instant tomato puree, tomato paste. We have a bit of a taste. Oh, that's awesome. That's really sweet and tangy. That's cool. So that there, I'll be putting in the fridge for later, and I'm making up a bit of a lamb curry tonight, so that'll just go in with the spice base for that. So for sauce, I think you could pretty much will get away with just adding straight water and maybe a little bit of vinegar and sugar. So if I come up with a good recipe for that, I'll post it another time. Dried tomato powder. I think it's an excellent idea, and I'm so glad that, you know, I've stumbled across it on YouTube. So Going to save me a lot of time and a lot of space in the pantry. So any comments, questions, suggestions, just drop them in the comment section down below there and I'll get back to you. Other than that, hope you have a great one. Take it easy. Catch ya.